you were fortunate enough that someone referred you a borrower who needs financing. That borrower is now in your system. You have locked them in, you have disclosed them. This is a purchase transaction. That means this borrower, this home buyer, the person you're doing financing for, this person now has a buyer's agent representing them. There's a listing agent representing the seller. The borrower themselves is a very good referral source for you. There's a title company or closing attorney who's involved in the transaction. This particular client has a job. More than likely, there's an HR department involved in doing employment verifications. They very well could also have a CPA, or they may need a CPA. Same thing applies to a financial advisor. So there's 7. So every time you are facilitating a transaction for a new borrower, your goal needs to be to generate 7 referrals from this one transaction. It's letting the buyer's agent know that you enjoy working with them. You are so fortunate for this transaction and you're already excited about the next. Who have they recently met that also needs your services? It's reaching out to the listing agent and not just introducing yourself and not just proactively communicating with them, but it's solidifying a meeting with them so you can figure out how you can bring value to their business, how you can audition to be a part of their team, and then more specifically, how they should want to start referring you and your team home buyers that need financing. The actual borrower, their reticular activator is turned on. I promise you, at this point, they know people who are looking to buy a house. You need to let them know how much you appreciate them, how much you love working with them, and that your business is in growth mode. And because you're in growth mode, you're taking on new clients. And you need to ask them, who do you know who's currently looking to do what you're doing, which is buy a house? I'd love to assist them as well. So that would be your 3rd referral. The title companies. Y'all, don't forget about your closing attorneys and your title companies. They know realtors that they can refer you to. They also know which transactions are currently in their pipeline that are in jeopardy of not closing, which means they won't get paid because of financing. Maybe they can flip you that particular home buyer. Maybe you can rescue a deal. And then when you or your team is verifying the employment, maybe you should make that call. Maybe you should introduce yourself to the HR manager, because there very well could be a way for you to build a relationship with the company. And now you can start doing some form of a employee perks or employee benefits, at which point the HR manager or someone from the HR team would be the perfect person to get your foot in the door. And then you have to ask all of your borrowers, instead of having them send in their tax returns, let's say they're self-employed, what if you said, hey, give me the name and number of your CPA, I'll make that phone call. And then you call the CPA, you introduce yourself, and then you ask the CPA to send you the documents that you need while then building a relationship. That CPA is someone you can refer, clients who need a good CPA, but that CPA is also someone who could become a very good referral source for you. And the same thing applies to a financial advisor. Now look, not every one of our home buyers or our borrowers is going to need a financial advisor. The goal for them would be to get to a place in their life when they do need it. But quite honestly, most people in our country, they just need one really good loan officer, and that loan officer can teach them the basics. Things like how to budget, 6 months reserve, investing in a 401k, opening an IRA, purchasing a primary home. But if you have a borrower who has lots of assets, instead of asking that borrower to send those asset statements to you, why not be willing to reach out to the financial advisor? Why not then call the financial advisor the same way you'd call the CPA, introduce yourself, ask for the documents, and look to build a relationship? You as an LO can refer financial advisors, but financial advisors can also be phenomenal referral sources. So every transaction that comes across your desk that you fund, close, get paid on, you need to look into, how do I take that one transaction and turn it into 7 referrals?